What's going on, lovely people? This your boy Eddie Versatile Keys coming back at you, and welcome to the series. All right, welcome to the series. So, with this particular series, we're going to focus more on the CCM style music. You know what I mean, from your elevation worship to hill songs and blase blase whoop de whoop. You know all that stuff. And basically, I'm going to just give you some tricks, some pointers on how you can go ahead and accomplish like a really great mix and sound. Okay. So the song that we're going to use today is called Saturators, written by Miracle Annalise and the group that I'm a part of, David Jacoby and the Family Experience, which you can find in the description, as well as our album. Okay. So let's just dive right into it, guys. All right. Let's talk about the main mixer. All right. The main one, the main mix. All right. So on my main bus, what I have the console shaper that comes to Studio One, and I'm just using this for some drive. Just giving it um, just some extra grit into it. All right. Then we got our fat channel, and basically what I'm using this for is just to kiss the needle. We got the compression going on right here. I'm just kissing the needle. Then we're also trimming in the low mids. Getting rid of some of that mud and boosting the highs just a bit. Not too much. I believe at 8K, and I'm dipping at 500. All right. Then we got our other one here. It's like a pull textile EQ. I'm boosting 3K at the top end, and I'm boosting at 100 in the low end. Okay. A little bit of attenuation because this one is made a little differently. Okay. All right. Then we got our pan. We're just spreading it out. You know what I mean? Just spreading it out just a little bit. And then we got our reverb. Reverb on the main bus? Yes, we got our main reverb on the main bus, okay? Because definitely wanted to have that, live feel, you know what I mean? That real worship feel, not like a studio feel and everything else. I definitely wanted to try to capture that sound. We might turn the mix up just a hair, but also in there, I'm actually lowering the volume on the high end. That's why I love this EQ, because, I love this reverb because it has a built-in EQ in it. So we're just cutting the high end, I believe, at 10K, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, at 6K. All right. At 6K, just boosting that down. Cutting that down just a little bit. All right. So I'll let you guys listen to what it sounds like before and after we added that little minor processing. All right. Here we go. Saturate us in your presence. 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 Saturate us in your So as you can hear, it cleaned it up a little bit. Definitely cleaned it up a little bit just to give it like a nice warm sound, not too much going on. All right. And yeah. All right. So gain staging. Let me talk about gain staging. Gain staging is important. Okay. You definitely want to make sure you gain stage everything. That's why you see these, mix knobs up here, how they're turned down and got the polarity switches flipped, since this is a live drum set. So yeah. So let's just go right into our main drum bus right here. All right. We're going to tackle the drum bus in this particular video. All right. So now what you want to do is ask yourself, what do I want to add? What am I trying to not necessarily fix, but what's the tone that you want to go for? All right. So with this, I definitely want a little bit more punch with the drums. Want it to be kind of spread out just a little bit and just get rid of the harsh frequencies just so I can get the tones. So that way when I go to the individual channels, I'm not doing as much and I don't have to do as much. All right. So one thing I do want to do is we're going to go to Black Rooster. All right. You can use any type of tape machine you want. That I know Wade's got the J37 and everything else like that, and the Kramer tape, all that jazz. I'll just use this one because it's less power. Amen. Woo. Okay. So usually I'll turn it to like about 12 and 12. All right. So let's just take a listen to that. So I can't really tell if you guys tell what it's doing. I really want you to listen to the snare, how that snare comes forward. You know, the snare really comes forward when we did that. All right, here we go. You know, now that snare is really up front. You know what I mean? So I love what that is doing. Okay. So after that, I'm asking myself, what else do I want to do to capture this sound? And we are going to get this compressor right here. And wait, before that, I actually want to add a little bit of free to this. All right. We're going to set this to low mode. We may leave it on flat, but we'll see. And let's just dial it in. Let's just see. All right, I like what that's doing. Just adding just a little bit of saturation, not much. All right, now let's dial in this compressor, okay? Now, as I'm looking right now, I already see it's adding 2 dB. We're just gonna just go ahead and make that 0. Amen. Here we go. All right, so it definitely brought the drums forward. You know, definitely brought them forward. And then, as you saw, I was bypassing back and forth just so I can make sure that the levels are matching and I'm not getting fooled by the loudness. All right. All right, now we're just going to add one more thing here. I could have used the EQ81, but it's fine. We'll just go with this. Yeah, we'll go with our vintage style type Neve type EQ. 1081, I believe that's what it's called. So basically with this one, I already know it's going to be 700 because that's where usually a lot of my problem drums sit. And they're at fixed frequencies. So let's just dial this in. Here we go. So with this, I really want you to listen to the snare and the hi-hat, okay? And why I am doing what I am doing. So it's this harsh frequency that lives between 6 and 700 when it comes to like the drum bus that I've been able to witness that I just really don't like. All right. Of course, with anything that I tell you, chew the meat, spit out the bones. You know, do whatever you want. Okay. But I'll go ahead and turn it up so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Here we go. All right, so we're really not damaging the sound or anything. We're just cleaning it up, getting the right tone that we want. And now from here, what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and move on to the kick drum. All right, so hopefully you guys found that helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.